Everybody's going to get something today. Hopefully we can get some good takedowns. I've got some hornworms, crickets, and a few dubia roaches from my colony. We're going to go ahead and start with the Tarantulas Kallenbergi. So we'll take a quick look at her. I'm going to guess that she is, yep, right on the tip of her burrow there, just waiting for food. And sometimes when I open these lids, she just jumps out ready to go, especially after a fresh molt. She's really hungry. Yeah, she's already right at the tip of her burrow. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with hornworm, because I think this spider will basically eat anything. So predicting a nice takedown. Does that look appetizing or what? I'm going to basically try to draw her out of the burrow a little bit so we can see a better shot. Oh yeah. Well, she went for it at first, but you can see those fresh red hairs on her epistosoma and the nice light color on the carapace, which is pretty much the difference between the Tarantulas Kallenbergi and the Tarantulas vagans, which is a much darker species. Let's just go ahead and poke this a little bit. There we go. Not a very epic takedown, but she definitely took it. Let's see if I can zoom in on her before she goes away. Very cool. Not super aggressive, but I think she was kind of like, what the heck is this green mushy thing that you just gave me? The way that these tarantulas eat their food is not exactly how a true spider would eat their food. A true spider would inject their venom, which would basically liquefy the inside of the invertebrate, and they would basically drink it until it was completely dried up. The tarantulas actually masticize their food, which means they chew it, and they actually extract the juices from what they chew up. So you will notice they'll put out these little, what they call boluses, once they're all done. This will take this girl a couple hours to work through what she's got there. It is on the bigger side, so you'll see your tarantula work on this for a while. This one seems to be just staying out in the open for us. Most of them will take what they got and go back down into their burrow, so you can't always see what's going on, but it's very cool. We're going to go ahead and see if the green bottle blue is going to take anything. We'll go with the dubia roach. So we're just going to go ahead, drop that bad boy in there. Now our spider's actually in this bottom right corner here. Tough to see because of the webbing, but you can see those blue legs coming out. God, she's gorgeous. Ooh, there we go. Take down. You can see she took it right back into that little funnel that she made there. Now we're getting some good shots. It took about 8 minutes, so kind of had to be patient on that one. And it looks like she's going to take it all the way back in her web. I've got a water dish in there. I think that's extremely important for all tarantulas. They're going to need liquids to help along their molts, and it's not an external liquid. It's something that they've drank or gotten from their food. So if your spider's in pre-molt, don't start soaking down the enclosure thinking that the moisture is going to help it along. It's probably going to hurt it, if anything. Alright, now this is a very cool tarantula. It's an old world species, so as many of you guys know, with the old worlds, they tend to be a little bit more defensive. They don't have urticating setae, so their only defense, if put in that situation, is to raise up their legs, show those fangs, and their venom is classified as medically significant. I'm a big fan of these spiders that do a bunch of webbing, and I can already see her down in the very bottom of her burrow, so I do think that she'll come up and eat for us. So next up on the menu, crickets. I think the hornworm would be a little too big for her. She would probably get freaked out and just try to slap it or bite it. right away. Oh my God. I didn't even have time to talk about it. Let's see if we can drop one more in there. She's really not going to come all the way out, and let us see what she looks like. She's very much tucked away, but if you check on these spiders at night, they're always out and about. It's very cool. Put that one a little bit further up, so. Oh, there she goes. Yes. Yes, we got to see some of her colors there. It's actually been a minute since I've seen her whole body with light on her. I usually see her at night, like I said, and she just looks like a dark spider, but you can see all those browns that she's starting to develop. And again, I keep saying she, but I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, so won't get to see her chew up anything, so go ahead and put her away. And I think we're going to move on to the Pamphibedius McCalla. This one will be easy to tell if it's a boy or a girl within about a year. It's a sling now, so the slings are very bizarre looking. They're sort of orange and blue and have these black stripes on them. But the males turn into these bright pink and purple spiders. The females stay pretty brown and dark, but I think it would still be cool to have a female, especially for breeding purposes. Again, with tarantulas, the males don't live as long as the females, but in this case, having a bright pink and purple male spider, I think that would be so cool. Oh no. They've always been very aggressive to eat. Oh, did she get it? Yeah, she got it. But that's all she's going to get. I'm just basically going to tuck her away and just let her molt. Can't quite tell on camera, but you can see the bottom layer of the soil is just slightly different colored than the top layer. And so that's about where I want it to be. She's still got a tiny bit of water left in the bottom there, so really not going to mess with it. I'm happy with how the soil looks. Ventilation holes around the side, and then ventilation holes on the top. So, all right, next we're going to try the Talil Tocado albopilosis. She hasn't eaten in a few weeks. I've just been waiting for her to kind of show me when she's ready. I've seen her up out of the burrow a ton at night, so we're going to try to coax her out first with one of the hornworms. If that doesn't work, I'm just going to try a regular old dubia roach. I first want to say I just love so much how this setup has turned out. I actually made a video about it. It was called the Honduran curly hair or something. But yeah, it was an experimental setup because I put a ton of soil in here because I noticed that this spider in particular was always burrowing. Not quite the best lighting here that you can see, but she's got, yeah, see, we got some reflections on the table, but there's basically a big open chamber right here. She dug all that out. We put a little half log in there to see if she would use that chamber at the bottom, but she never did. The tip to her burrow is all the way on that left side, and we started with about halfway with soil, but she's built it all up just from all the excavation. This one always makes me jump when it comes out to get food because it can be like pretty aggressive. I feel like curly hairs are pretty underrated. Oh, yep, there she comes. Yep, she got it. We didn't get to see much of that. Sorry we didn't get a super epic takedown on that, but you can see she's just so happy in her little home. She's got her deep tunnel system. She's got the foliage up on top. I'll try to get a shot of the Brachypelma bamey. These are her little legs here. She created this deep network of tunnels. Goes all the way to that far back corner and then even turns and hooks to the left. She's done so much excavation. Another one that we can't feed currently is this guy, and we can't really see him either. One of my favorites, the Arizona Blonde or the Aphonopelma calcades. But typically in the wintertime, they'll completely burrow themselves down and seal it up, which is what has happened here. Tough to see through the reflection, but this is the burrow along the bottom, and then it goes back into the left. This is where the entrance is, but it's just completely blocked up with dirt. So not much feeding going on. It's going to be a while till we actually see her. Let's see if we can get a... Sometimes we can just kind of make it out through the light. Oh, there we go. So you can see a spider leg in there, couple spider legs in there. And then another spider that's done the exact same thing is the, oh boy, Lyrignathus giannis posatoi. But this is the stout leg baboon tarantula. It's, oh my god, one of my favorite tarantulas. It's honestly so cool in my opinion. Not too colorful or anything like that, just a basic brown spider, but they have these big, thick hind legs. It just makes them look like little gorillas or something. And then finally, we've got the Monocentropas balfouri up top here. You guys know I did a recent rehouse on her. I expected a lot more webbing, but I didn't realize that she was about to molt. So she basically just made her little tunnel down this log and webbed up the entrance and the exit. I just realized there's like a weird black bar going through my GoPro here. I think that's because of the LED lighting. Sorry about that. If it's gonna like trigger some sort of weird response, I'm sorry. But she's freshly molted, about a week and a couple days. I really don't know if she's gonna go for anything, but we're gonna go ahead and take a dubia roach and crush the head, put it at the tip of the entrance there, and just see if she comes out. So she should definitely be able to feel that movement. I don't know, she's like right on it. She's got her, can't see through the angle here, but she's right up at the tip, and she's got her two front legs up ready to come down, but again, she just molted, so oh man, I don't think we're gonna get a takedown. I think she wants to eat. I don't think she's quite ready though. Okay, we'll watch for a couple more minutes, but if not, we'll play a B-roll clip of her eating. As you can see, not all of them are going to eat all at the same time, so it's really hard to pinpoint an exact feeding schedule. And that was to my point earlier. You just kind of want to let your spider show you when it's ready to eat. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a good time. I will catch you in the next video. Peace.